What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to use the calendar app in here, which is very interesting in here. It's an app that allows you to actually add a lot of events and stuff that you have upcoming on your phone, so it can actually remind you and it can actually let you know a broad perspective so you can plan yourself according to a specific month. I'm gonna show you how to correctly use the calendar app, and at the end of the video I'm also gonna show you the main difference between the calendar app and the reminders app, because they look pretty similar and these two apps can have the same outcome, but depending on your exact scenario, whether you want to, for example, add a specific task or simply get a notification reminding you about a meeting or something similar, I'm going to show you which app actually works best according to your preference or your exact scenario. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks and tutorials. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, jumping straight into today's video in here, we're talking about the calendar app in here. Okay, this is how it looks like. We're in March right now, 4th March, and this is how it looks. We do have a lot of events in here, which are these little dots in here. Do not worry, I'm going to show you how to use the app correctly. This is a very powerful app, and the main point about the difference between calendar and reminder is that reminder sends you a lot of notifications. It's more some sort of like reminding you that you need to actually perform that task right now, and you need to actually complete the task after you've done it. You need to tick it after you've done it. While here on calendar, you do not need to tick anything. You do not need to let your phone know that you've completed that task or that you've actually participated in a specific meeting or anything like that. It's more some sort of an event to remind you about holidays, about someone's birthday, about your loved one's special day or anything like that. So that's the main concept here about calendar. Now, giving a tour here at the calendar app in here, we do have in here the month, and if you tap in here, you actually change the view from days to months. As you can see in here, we do have all the months in here. We do have the year here at the top. If you simply scroll up, we're now in 2025. Scroll down, we're now in 2026, which is highlighted in red color. We're in March. Let me tap on March. We do have all the events here on March. If I tap, for example, in August, I do have all the events which are related to August in here according to my calendar. Okay, so you can actually customize and add your specific events in here if they're not public and common holidays according to your location. So for example, we're now on 4th. If I tap on 4th, you'll be able to see a detailed time, a detailed information about all the events taking place today, and you do have them divided into time, because you can actually add an event to a specific time as well, or the whole day. Right. So in here, if I go back and if I tap here on stack, for example, we do have compact view, which is this one. You can tap on stacked, where you'll be having the events looking like this. This is the stacked view. You do have the details view, where you'll be able to see even what's written inside that specific day. For example, if I tap in here, you do have like this person's birthday in here, which is Mano Arlindo's birthday, for example. If you go back and you tap in here and then you tap on list, you'll also give a look at the more summarized way on how things look like. If I tap in here, for example, you do have all the events for that day. Okay, tap on this day, all the events are going to show in here, and this is the detailed view. If you don't want something very fancy, you want something more summarized, direct, I would recommend you guys to hop here into the list way of viewing. Now, this is the main one, the default one, okay, the very first one way on how you can view stuff. Next up, you do have here the search bar, which allows you to search for a specific event. For example, let me say that I forgot my sister's birthday, so I'm going to simply write something like birthday, and I'll be able to see that specific person's birthday over there, right? This is how easy it is. Next up, we do have plus in here. If you wish to create a new event and you want to add it to a specific day, let's say that you've just heard that someone that you just met has a birthday on 7th August. So you'll be writing in here, for example, title, let's say Tom's birthday. There we go. And then location or video call, you can add the location such as FaceTime, WhatsApp, or you can simply type something like a specific physical venue if there's a party taking place on that specific day, for example. You can toggle on all day to get that reminder the entire day. I do recommend you guys using all day so you can keep on checking your phone and you'll be able to see a specific notification saying that, hey, today is Tom's birthday. Or alternatively, you can select a specific timing, for example, from 4 p.m. to to 5 p.m. I want my phone to let me know that there's an event. But the disadvantage of selecting a specific time range is that you may be busy at that specific time and you won't get that notification. So I would recommend you guys to toggle on all day. Now you can tap on repeat if it's a birthday that happens every year. You can tap on every year and this will keep on repeating every year on that same date, right? That's a very good way on you reminding special people's birthday. Next up, we do have calendar, invitees, alert, add attachments in here. You can tap on calendars if you wish to actually add a specific section. You want this to be a specific home calendar, a work calendar, so you do not overlap, for example, your family special dates with your company's events or meetings or stuff like that. And next up, you can actually tap on invitees and you can invite people. You can actually add email in here of a specific person and then simply link that specific person to your calendar. For example, if you have a colleague in your office that you wish to get the same calendar that you're creating, you can share with them. Next up, we have alerts in here where you can actually select whether you want to get a notification a day prior so you can actually organize yourself to that specific special date, or you can tap something, for example, like 2 days before or even a week before, or simply on the day of the event. I usually use a lot of on the day of the event, so I'll be going with this one. Next up, you can add the second alert as well. If you wish to add 2 alerts, same conditions in here. You can add a URL, a note, or for example, an attachment about a picture, a photo, or something that you wish to remind yourself about that specific event. For example, if you have a few notes that you wish to take to a meeting, you can add an attachment in here of a specific picture of notes or PDF scan copy or a photo of someone who's about to actually be the birthday person of that day. Next up, simply tap on tick in here. Okay, we're good to go. The event is already set and will take place here when that day arrives or a day prior in order to remind you about that specific event. Now let's tap here on this calendar icon in here. You can give a look in here at all emails which are linked to that specific calendar. For example, we do have this email, we do have this shared calendar with me, iCloud home, work, family, calendar, family, birthdays. It actually has a specific section for birthdays. So you can actually add all the birthdays on this section. So in here, you can actually disable, for example, if I disable this one, all these events which are linked to this email will not show within my calendar. If I turn it on, they'll be back. I can turn this off, for example, and vice versa. These are calendars which are linked to my Gmail account. For example, I can have my Gmail account dealing with all my office calendars, and I can have, for example, my iCloud dealing with my home calendars and chores, and then I have family and stuff like that. And you can actually represent this in different colors. For example, if I tap here on you can see that I do have this calendar being shared with someone. I can add a person, and I can even change the color here, for example, to brown. Okay, this will be the color representing all the calendars related to my family. Now, there's another way you can check all the accounts related to that specific calendar. If you hop into settings real quick in here, scroll down, tap on apps, and then scroll down all the way to the letter C, and then tap here on calendar. Once you tap on calendar, you'll be able to tap on calendar accounts, and then here you do have multiple emails. For example, my calendars app will be showing you my iCloud calendar, my email calendar, Gmail, and you can also add a new account. You can add a new account in here. You can select whether it's an email, Google, Yahoo, and a lot more options in here. And then you can add, it's going to import all the calendar related to that account to your calendar app. For example, Google is very common. We do have Google Calendar. You can import all that calendar in here to your account. Now, this is how easy you can actually use the calendar app, how you can actually add events and schedule stuff in here. Last but not least, you can also hop into calendar, select a specific date. You can press and hold in here to add an event if you want to make it much easier and much faster. Next up, simply fill in the details, select all day or specific timing, and you're good to go. That's how you can actually set a lot of events within your calendar. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video. And if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know down in the comments section if you do have any questions or doubts so we can discuss further. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.